do have some comments tonight. We got to hear at the last board meeting several opinions on why you shouldn't renew Dr. Bolinger's contract, and I just have some comments about that. And I want to say that she came into the school corporation, and it was less than ideal for any superintendent to come into. We had closed schools. Teachers and parents were just irate with the situation that had happened. And so, she has to deal with that. She also came in when the new RISE evaluations were implemented, and teachers and administrators are stressing over all the things that they had to do to get their highly effective evaluations, and it was stressful for all of them. And unfortunately, it happened to be the time when she started here as well. She also came in right around the time that Obamacare decided to hit us, and we had to make decisions about insurance, and we had to cut some hourly staff, our hourly staff's time, and we had to bring some of our staff administrators into the real world where they were not just paying $1 for insurance every month, or they actually had to pay what most people pay, and it was hard for them. It stinks. I would love to pay $1 for insurance every month too, but it had to change. And so I feel like sometimes she gets a little bit of a bad rap because some things like that happened that really were out of her control. And I also feel like she came into a school corporation where superintendents didn't go into the classrooms and watch teachers. Administrators pretty much did what they wanted. If you came to work and you didn't cause any problems, you pretty much had your job. And teachers, I don't feel like they were expected to rise above and do anything other than show up and come to work. And so, with that being said, she came into our school corporation, and, there were things out of her control that happened. And then she goes into our classrooms. She watches teachers. She knows what's going on. She demands good things. She's not going to let you not perform in your job. And if you are worried about being a target or losing your job, then maybe you're not doing your job. We've got to get past that. And I think she's doing a good job, and I don't find her intimidating. If she wants to go in and sit in the classroom and watch teachers teach, I'm good with that. She expects excellence, and I don't have a problem with that. And I don't think any of us should have a problem with that. And she wants rules and procedures to be followed, and I don't have a problem with that either. She's been here 2 years after a mess of 10 to 15 years. How is anyone going to fix everything in 2 years' time? She's made great improvements with our school corporation, and she's not doing it by herself. She's doing it because she's picked good administrative people. She's got great teachers with her, and she's making tough decisions, and unfortunately people don't like them. Not everyone's going to be happy, and that's part of running a corporation. Things like that are going to happen. Our teachers hadn't had raises in years, and she comes and we make tough decisions. We have to make cuts, but you know what? Our books aren't bad. They're looking better all the time, and our teachers have had raises in the last 2 years. They've had raises in the last 2 years. She goes to PTO meetings, she goes to events, she works with other community organizations. Her job is not, 8 to 5 job at all. It's, when we were asked about her salary, is she paid a lot of money for Madison? Yes. She makes a lot more money than a lot of people in Madison do. I understand that. But you know, if you look around, she really doesn't get paid any more than other superintendents. And she has a tough job, you know. I think it was Mr. Dryden that said maybe she should not accept her raise. And, you know, I asked you, Mr. Dryden, I mean, would you have been told, you know, would you like to have been told to not accept your raise as a teacher or a principal? And maybe you didn't get raises at times.
Do you want me to answer that?
Not yet.
Well,
maybe you didn't get raises at times, but, you know, I mean, I just don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair to ask someone to not do that. And she's not a teacher. You know, I work in a law office. I'm a paralegal. I'm an office manager. I'm not an attorney. I'm not going to get paid what the attorneys get paid. She's not a teacher. She's a superintendent. She has a doctorate behind her name. She earned that degree. And so, you know, I don't feel like she's being overpaid. I also think that by not extending her contract and just letting it roll over for another year, what does that do for anyone? You know, what incentive does that give her to work hard here? You know, and frankly, who wants to come to Madison? What superintendent would come to this community right now at this time anyway? You know, we have buildings that are falling apart. We have a community that does not support our school corporation. You know, it's not easy to find people, you know, to do this job. And, you know, we have wonderful people in this community and we have wonderful children. But we have to get our community to support us. And right now, you know, we're trying. It's slow baby steps. We're trying. And she's not perfect. You know, none of us are perfect. She's a human being. You know, she's a mom, she's a daughter, she's a grandmother, you know, she's a woman. And I really feel like she gets judged and ridiculed quite a bit for, you know, she's professional. She wears nice clothes and she looks nice, you know, and I feel like that's a problem for people in this community, and I don't understand that. How else would we want our superintendent to represent our school? So I just want to say that I think she's taking us in the right direction, and it's not going to happen in 2 years, and it may not even happen in 3 years because we've got a lot of stuff to work on. But I think she's got a great administrative team. I think she's working hard with our teachers. Our administrators are doing all they can. We've got great people in our schools, and we've got great kids. So if we could just get past the past, I think we'll be a lot better. And I just wanted to, you know, we all got to hear about everyone's complaints, so I thought I would give her a little appreciation. You know, so thank you. You have a thankless job. You're in a hot seat in this community. You know, mayor, superintendent of the school, sheriffs, city, you know, police officer. I mean, you know, you're going to be a target. You know, and we all understand that. But I do appreciate what you're doing, and I thank you.